I'm on track, and then I'm not. Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about inspiration, how it strikes, and what you should do about it. Last week I watched the movie Sinners. It was an incredible movie. Blew my mind, really. It was nominated for like 16 Academy Awards, which is a record for the Oscars, and it ended up winning 4, including Best Actor for Michael B. Jordan, he's just freaking great. It's been a while since I really connected with the movie. This one in particular, I love the color grade, the casting was incredible, and the music, man. I think that won some Grammys too, something like that. But some really good like Delta blues slide guitar. It's awesome. After that movie, I wanted to go make something of my own. And so that's what I did. Sat down here in the basement and was like, man, well, what can I make? I've got some cameras, I've got like one light. Well, I've got one main light and one little battery lights. And a couple cameras, a couple old cameras. And smart lighting, right? From just like Home Depot smart lighting. And I was just like, well, what can I do? What can I make? What kind of story can I tell? And I just leaned on my experience, my background, growing up. What was that like? How can I make something into a horror genre, right? And so that's what I did. I grew up in a fundamental Baptist church up until I was about 15 years old. And yeah, that's its own thing, right? So I used some of those elements and crafted a story. And the story changed from what I had on Monday to when I finished it on Friday. It wasn't the same thing. And that's what I love about the creative process. You get going on something and then the juices are flowing and everything kind of changes a little bit until something new happens. You got a new product. Man, I love that creative process. A lot of the times it's hard to finish things, but I feel like when you're inspired and you just act on it and you just stick with it, finish it, which is the hard part, and you complete it and you got this cool piece of work, it's easy to go on to the next thing. And so this is it. I hope you like it. I hope you get inspired. If you're not inspired by this, I hope you're inspired by a movie you watched or a song you heard or somebody building something. I hope something inspires you to go out and create. All right? Because that's what it's about. It's good for the soul. See you next time. One more thing. If you like what you saw, and maybe you want to see how I did it, what kind of tools I used, my techniques, let me know. Drop a comment, and I'll make another video, show you how I did it. All right, later. It's been a few years, and I'm still going through all my dad's old stuff. I guess that's what happens when you hang on to everything. I wouldn't say he was necessarily a hoarder, but more like a collector. And unfortunately, I'm the same way. My dad was into all sorts of weird stuff. I wouldn't go as far as to say he was a conspiracy theorist, but I would say he was more like a conspiracy analyst. He just liked to kind of dabble into the fringe of all the craziness out there. He taught me how to play guitar, and he had a great taste in music. He loved the Grateful Dead, but only their acoustic stuff. He loved old movies. When I was a kid, we used to watch The Night of the Living Dead, which is pretty much the greatest horror film ever made. In fact, I think that's where my love of horror cinema comes from. I'm a child of the 80s. I love old things. Old books, old radios, old toys, old media. I even have our old Sony Trinitron from the 90s. It's perfect for watching those old VHS tapes. I even have a spectacular Laserdisc collection. Remember those? Basically, my walls are shelves filled with movies. But this isn't about a movie. It's about a cassette tape. I grew up going to a fundamental Baptist church. Back in the early 80s, my dad studied under Dr. Peter S. Ruckman down at Pensacola Bible Institute. His teachings were pretty controversial. But what isn't these days? My memories of that time in my life run very deep. And they're actually good memories. But everything changed back in '95. My parents' divorce ripped through the church like a storm. My dad stepped down from the pulpit. The congregation scattered. And just like that, I lost touch with the Lord. And this is where things got a little weird. I didn't expect Dr. Ruckman's voice on that tape to sound so familiar. Especially after all these years.
All right. Let's see what the old man was listening to.
Now, I'm going to get on kind of a binge tonight, and some of you are not going to like what I'm going to preach about tonight. It's going to be over your head, some of you. Some of you are not going to understand what all the issues about and all the roars about. But I'm going to preach about something I enjoy preaching tonight for a change. And I may say some very wild, offensive things. So you can get ready to get offended, get hurt, and walk out real mad because it's going to go tonight. It's going to go tonight.
This is some serious stuff.
All this stuff, brother. Strange stuff going on these days. You're going to go to hell and take your punishment like a screaming animal. Don't you tell me you're going to dwell with third-degree burns for 4 million years and take your punishment like a man. Don't kid me.
That was weird.
I heard a fellow say one time, he said, hell is God's madhouse, the madhouse of the universe. Why is that? You lose your mind. You can't take that kind of pain.
What is that?
And it's going to be a surprise to you. It's going to be a surprise to you to wake up in hell and find out there's no end to the torment, but it goes on forever and ever and ever. Well, you don't want to burn in hell, do you? I mean, the first thing you know, you're 40, and then you're 50, and then you're 60, and then you're 70, and then you're gone. And you'll say, how did it happen so quick? What happened to my time? What happened to my life? Where did it all go? Goes by quick. Don't worry about the future. The present is all thou hast. The future will soon be the present, and tomorrow will soon be the past. Here today, gone tomorrow. Are you saved? Do you know you're saved? You going to take a chance with it? Amen, 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 amen. Folks joke about hell. Hell isn't no joke. Hell's a lake of fire. Our God is a consuming fire. Are you going to hell? Are you saved? Do you know you're saved? You going to take a chance with it? I mean, you might have been just riding down through Dallas in a motorcade, you know, with your lovely young wife beside you, and all of a sudden a bullet cracks through your head, and there you are on a lake with whoremongers, pimps, hustlers, junkies, prostitutes, perverts, and the worst people in this world. That quick. Bam! Just like that.
Like the prodigal son, I wandered in darkness. I traded my life.
After all that mess down in the basement, the fire, the fear, it finally hit me hard. I stood there under the shower, letting the water run over me like it could wash away all them lost years.
So I believe I'll go home and eat with Father.
Remember when I said my dad was into music?
The table is spread.
This is him singing,
They're waiting for me.
and I can't think of a more fitting song than this one.
The Father coming down to greet me. For willing to be just a servant for thee.
I got cleaned up, got dressed, grabbed my Bible, and just started walking. Walking past church after church. Some, they just didn't feel right. Like maybe my upbringing just kind of ruined that. Like maybe deep inside, I feel that any other denomination is wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But I just kept going. His grace won't run out on you. It don't matter how far you've wandered. His grace will lead you home.
Just a servant.